Broadcasting live from the Mike and Kyle room of Bluefield High School, this is Justin and Friends, featuring Justin Friends, Taylor Olivo, Matthew Sabo, David Shrewsbury, Brad Gibson,
Maggie Wallace and Megan Lambert.
Here's your host, Justin Friends and Taylor Olivo.
Good morning, Bluefield High School. This is Justin Friends here with Justin and Friends, here with Brad Gibson and David Shrewsbury, and we have our second official episode of Justin and Friends today. Started off with a preview of the soccer championship. The soccer team is in the state semis for the first time in school history, going up to Charleston on Tuesday, well on Monday, and then we're going to play on Tuesday. Well, I'm on the team, but you guys coming up?
Maybe.
If we can, we will.
Yeah.
It proposes a problem since it's on election day. I don't know why they did that.
Well, it's a poll question. Will the soccer team win the state championship? Brad, do you know the results? Because I don't see them on here.
Well, there were 2 votes for yes, 1 for no, no responses for of course or never ever ever.
Okay, so 66% say yes. Now we have Mr. Roberts here, the assistant coach of the Bluefield Beavers, here to talk with us, answer a few questions. Mr. Roberts?
I'm asking you these questions.
All right, good morning.
Good morning. How does it feel to be an Justin? Come on. Illustrious coach, which was a quote from Rob Williams.
Well, if you look up illustrious in the dictionary, which I did, you'll see that illustrious means shining. So the only thing I could think of is he'd be talking about my head. It also means outstanding. Rob is a great coach, and he meant that as a compliment. He and I laughed about it later, but he meant that as a compliment. But I work with a great head coach, and of course, lots of good players.
Yes, sir. 11 seniors, right?
11 seniors.
Golly. You are 2-0 as a head coach. Any chances of you going and starting your own soccer team? Maybe Montcalm?
No chances of that, and no plans. What is that? The coaches always no plans at this time for that to happen.
We'll see.
Well,
This goes on.
Nothing is 100% sure.
probably the most important question on this survey. Who do you think, or what do you think the team needs to do to beat Fairmont on Tuesday?
With 100% certainty, we need to score more goals than they do.
That's a good answer.
Other than that, we just need to play Bluefield soccer. Our style frustrates a lot of good soccer teams, and if we play our game for 80 minutes, I think we can come out with a win.
I agree with that. Turning over to the political side,
I just wanted
who has your vote on Tuesday?
Anybody who hasn't been in office before will get my vote.
That's a great answer. That is a
That
great
is
answer.
it. All right. Thank you, Mr. Roberts.
Thank you, guys.
Over to football. Wayne, who is controversially tied for first with Kaiser, I believe, in the latest rankings, plays number 4 Bluefield this Friday, our home Beavers. Any predictions? Anything you all want to say about it?
Wayne gonna win.
Brandon Spurlock, game over. Offset running back, like 50-14.
Yeah. I want to say it's going to be close. I'm hoping it's going to be close. But I would have to give this one to Wayne. It'll be close, but Bluefield does lead the series 6-2. But I think it might be 6-3 after Friday. We got food. David, you wanna spit off the lunch menu?
Well, next week, Monday, November 5th, we have Super Chicken. Oven fried drums. And cornbread. Tuesday, which is election day. We got that. We got a side of the soccer championship coming to you. On Wednesday, November 7th, we have beef, nachos, and pinto beans. Good God. On Thursday, we have lasagna and breadstick. Not breadsticks, breadstick.
And there's one for the share of the entire student body.
So we'll see how that goes. Friday, November 9th, we have Salisbury steak and mashed potatoes. No?
Then we're gonna brag with a look at the weather.
Well, folks, we did have that snow hurricane. Just take a look outside real quick. Snow, no more wind or hurricane, but there's some snow out there. It's November 2nd here in the studio, and it looks like we got some nice weather on the way. It's supposed to get up in like the 60s over here in Bluefield. Alaska, it's supposed to be snowy or something. Russia, they're a bunch of communists. Bluefield, nice and sunny. Justin?
Next to me. Well, now we'll go to our, the first time Maggie Lawless has shown up here in the studio, so we'll do the M&M segment. Maggie, why don't you come over here?
Want me to sit?
We're gonna talk about yourself.
Hi, you.
Okay, good stuff. All right. So,
Did I read the letter?
oh, who reads the letter?
We got a letter
Oh, I guess I
from A. That's who they signed themselves as. And it reads, Dear Maggie and Megan, my boo said that if I don't clean up my act, then we have to break up. The only problem is that we have been together for like 10 months, and I don't think I can walk around the mall without having her on my mind the whole time. The main question, I think, is how can I make my girlfriend not break up with me? How can I change my selfish ways? From A. What do you all think on that?
Oh.
I think you need to share.
I think there's a
Share
song
everything.
lyric that proposes to this, but I'm not allowed to say it on the air. I'm sorry, folks.
What is it?
Well, I've not had a girlfriend since the 8th grade, so I don't think I'm allowed to talk about
Brad,
this.
what's your take on this?
get a new booth thing or something? Like,
Yeah, if you don't want to share, get us a boo. Just tell her bye. She'll
Right.
come running back.
He knows what I'm talking about, guys.
Is that what you had to say about that, Meg?
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks.
So I know
Taylor's not here.
Taylor's not here once again. She doesn't come to school on time, folks. I'm sorry, but you probably don't care. But anyway, so I know we've already touched on this with Mr. Roberts, but we can't go a whole show without talking about the elections at this point. It's coming close to Tuesday's elections. Gibbo?
well, it's looking like in that poll, like Romney up by like 2 or something. So, I'm guessing it's gonna be Romney.
I saw something like, I think Obama was leading the popular vote, but still that doesn't, as we learned in civics yesterday, that doesn't determine who wins the presidency.
No, no, no.
Thank you,
Thank
Coach
you,
Gilbert.
Go Bush. Well, we didn't have our senior political correspondent, Logan Lineberry, here with us live today, but I was talking with him yesterday, and he said that while Obama does have a slim edge right now, if Romney can win Ohio and Virginia, he will win the presidency.
Well,
So that's the Logan Lineberry news for the day.
we're missing Matthew today.
Got some calculus homework.
He has some calculus homework. But since he does sports, I'm gonna take over his side today, and
It's time for the Gatorade Player of the Week.
our player of the week last week was Colin Klein because he basically dismantled West Virginia on his own. But this week it's DeAnthony Thomas. He had 2 touchdowns, 176 all-purpose yards, and a 73-yard punt return for a touchdown in Oregon's 70-14 victory over Colorado.
So he, do you have him on your Heisman list?
I think he's a dark horse, but Colin Klein, of course, the front runner.
Now, he reminds me of a Montel Leggett here at the high school that only gets like 5 or 10 carries a game, but when he gets it, it's explosive. You think if he got more carries, he would be up front?
I think if we got more carries, teams would, be more prone to stopping them because they'd be looking for it. So keeping them as they call him, the Black Mamba, when he strikes, it's big.
Yeah. So Colin Klein's still on top?
Colin Klein's still on top.
Oh, and
Yeah,
Sue Baggy
pretty
and Megan advice letters to thebhsradio@gmail.com.
Well, we'll talk to you later, Bluefield High School.
I'm feeling you, the way you do the things you do reminds me of my Lexus cool. That's why I'm all up in your grill, trying to get you to a hotel. You must be a football coach, the way you got me playing the field. So baby, give me that, and let me give you that. Running her hands through my fro, bouncing on 24s. Why they say I'm ready? It's the remix to Ignition, hot and fresh out the kitchen. Mama